let's get started.
Word.
And yeah, we're gonna analyze this from Peach's perspective, so Steve-O's perspective,
And Sidward
versus
Urza,
Ginger. So should be some cool games.
Finals, but here we are with the run back.
Let's go,
Should
man.
be some cool
This
games.
has always been one of my favorite matchups. Let's go, man. This has always been one of my favorite matchups.
Eventually, and finally dropping to Ginger winners finals, but here we are with the run back.
Good DI on the down air.
Let's go, man. This has always been one of my
This one can be a bit tricky to deal with. I imagine like a lot of Falcos like to do this because Peach has a hard time to contest this area, especially if you float too high. So sometimes what I like to do is just go into a side plat, for example, get a turnip, for example, can be fine. I think what you're doing here is fine as well to do once in a while, but you got to be careful because a lot of these Falcos will never try to commit in these type of scenarios. So it can be quite risky to go down with an aerial if they actually never ever strike in these scenarios. So that's something I would keep my eyes open for if that's a position they are willing to like ever leave or not.
It's always been one of my favorite matchups.
Ginger actually doesn't get anything out of it though.
Let's go, man. This has always been one of my favorite matchups.
Solid air dodge out of it as well from the laser. I like that. You could sometimes go for nair, but I think that's more common. I actually think that air dodge is a solid pick there.
I think this has always been one of my favorite matchups. Man, this has always been one of my favorite matchups. I think Hanky Panky and his Peach matchups. I think Hanky Panky and his Peach are.
Yeah, I mean, this is only one time, so I'm not sure if this is like a habit or something, but this is fairly common for Peach players, I would say. I'm actually gonna back off or go back a little bit further. Like in these type of scenarios, to like fall immediately with an aerial is actually quite common. And you have seen some, not only Falco players, but players in general being very good at punishing this. So that's another thing I would say keep in mind to not always do this. I'm not sure if you always do, since this is the first time this scenario actually comes up in the set. But this can be something that a lot of people are looking for.
I think Hanky Panky and his Peach are. He might be
that was a bit greedy. That was a bit greedy.
I think Hanky Panky and his Peach are. He might be the one player I've
played.
I
think you can see that yourself. That was
another down air off the side. He got
pretty
so
bad.
many kills, especially the beginning of the winners final set. Just down air off the side. He got so many kills, especially the beginning of the winners final set, just by clipping. He got so many kills, especially the beginning of the winners final set, just by clipping.
That worked out actually really good.
Another down air off the side. He got so many kills,
I mean, I personally would. No, actually, yeah, this is really good. I mean, I guess you could make an argument for staying in your float here. But I mean, you do have quite a bit of lag after this up air, so going down, that's fine. That's fine. Yep, that's a good punish. Okay, that's still fine. I was gonna say, I don't really like that you used your double jump, but it ended up being fine. Falco is so far away. I would say if Falco was a bit closer, the fact that you actually used your double jump here could have been very scary. But Ginger's DI is... Yeah, he's flying all across the US with that one. But if he was a bit closer, I would have preferred if you like floated at the same height. The same float height was really good. But yeah, if he was a bit closer, you basically would have been forced to like up B or maybe air dodge back up, which would have been awkward. I see. So that was... You didn't intend to do that. I see. That makes sense. But overall, it was a really good sequence. It was a really good sequence. And I mean, he was that far away, so that was totally fine. Sometimes I will point out something that might be like very obvious as well, but I would rather say too much than too little.
These guys are back and forth already, but able to react to the up B there as well. Really good positioning. And man, these guys are back and forth already in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, you remember when we said it was
good positioning, and man, these guys are back and forth already in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, you remember when we said it was looking like, how...
No!
Oh my goodness!
first 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, you remember when we said it was looking like, you know, how...
Yeah, that was a good read, but yeah, slightly too far off. Those type of situations will obviously add up, being slightly, you know, not there in time or not, but overall, I think you had the right idea.
That could have been another early stock too. Like, you're right, Ginger got so much reward off of those early stocks, but that's a great...
Oh.
That could have been another early stock too. Like, you're right, Ginger got so much reward off of those early stocks, but that could have been another early stock too. Like, you're right, Ginger got so much reward off of those early stocks, but that's...
Yeah, it's been a few times, like... It's been a few times already where it's like not only like the jump scenario where it was like you barely couldn't make it in time, but also like out of shield here. I actually had a different session with a friend of mine earlier, like set review type of session, and he also had like a little bit of this issue with like sometimes trying to commit when you don't have the time to get whatever you want to come out. Like here, you didn't really have time to get your nair out. So in those type of situations, it's just better to roll or stay in shield. But it's like, it's so hard to like teach someone this properly because it's something like through experience and notice like, do I have enough time here or not? It's something you pretty much have to get a feel for. But if you notice that I do get hit in these type of situations a lot, I think it will push the player in that direction. He also had that a lot where he was like just barely jumping and like not getting his move out in time, and it could be something here as well with that. Indications on it in these first 40 seconds.
Early stocks, but that's a great response if you're Blues Clues. Just answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong.
No. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Just answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Off of those early stocks, but that's a great response if you're Blues Clues. Just answer right back.
Yeah, right, good coverage on the platform.
Stocks, but that's a great response if you're Blues Clues.
Yeah, good coverage. Covering the side B, also really good.
You're right, covers the side. Great response if you're Blues Clues. Just answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong. You're right, covers the side B. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of an awkward situation.
Great response if you're Blues Clues. Just answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong. You're right, covers the side B? Yeah.
Honestly, probably the best thing you could have done here. Yeah, I think the best thing you could have done here, because this is an awkward situation. But the best thing you probably could have done was be a little bit more left, press a very early nair, and then pretty much be able to cover all of it. That could have been fine. Or grab the ledge, yeah.
Answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong.
Grabbing the ledge would have been hard to do in time there, though.
Just answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong. You're right, covers this.
Yeah, it would have been hard to get the ledge in time there.
Answer right back with an early stock if you're wrong. You're right.
Yeah, because Peach doesn't have like a move like Mark's Backer, for example, or Chic Needle to turn around. I probably would not have grabbed the ledge myself here. The only way I could have seen myself grab the ledge here is if I actually did not land on the platform and like run up wave dash and then do like a moonwalk to the ledge, for example. But I would have been very surprised if I myself tried to go for that. I'm not even sure if it would have been quick enough here. I actually doubt it would have been quick enough. I mean, I guess you technically could do it on the platform and fall down. But yeah, I probably would have done this exact same thing as you did. But no, actually, now I know. Now I know what I would have done. I would have gone further down. I would have not have stopped floating. Yeah, that's the issue here. The issue is actually that you're too far away from Falco, which makes it very hard to cover ledge and this angle that goes like outside of the nair and fall down. If you went further down and did the nair, you would have blocked both these things. That can be hard to like on the spot to recognize, but that actually is what you should have done. Go further down and get your nair out. And if you are for whatever reason not certain if you will be able to get far low enough with float and then nair, you can just do an immediate nair, which I guess technically could lose to up B straight down, but besides Prof, I've actually never seen someone do that.
Right back with an early stock if you're wrong.
You're right, covers the side B? Yeah. What an angle from Ginger up and around.
Yeah, that was a hard situation though. That was a hard situation. Can't blame me for that one.
Up and around the nair is able to drift to the ledge magnet.
Yeah, this is not super relevant to this specific situation here. But in case you didn't know, Steve-Bone or anyone in chat, Shine, Waveland Shine, you actually can easily grab in between. And honestly, since Falco's head is so far left here, you actually might have gotten the grab, even though Falco is technically behind. That's something that can be very good to know. It actually is a very easy timing. It's more that you have to be ready for like the setup itself. But yeah, it's very easy to shield grab, Shine, Waveland Shine. It's a huge window.
Is able to drift to the ledge, magnet hands barely making it. A really nice punish from him.
Good DI.
Great DI from Blue's Clues to avoid the shine off the top and earn another chance to get some value off of this.
That's unfortunate.
He tried it.
Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive.
He tried it.
Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive edge guard. Nair a little too late on the side platform. Yeah, he went for the mix-up.
Tried it though. He tried it.
Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive edge guard. Nair a little too late on the side platform.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Ginger too much, so this might have changed. But I would say be careful in these type of situations against like someone like Mango, for example. Like in this type of scenario, Mango would like very likely jump with laser rather than jump aerial. That's something you can see like if he plays against Sane too, beating dash / running away from Falco. Laser just destroys. Like lasers is really good against that. Of course you can power shield, but that's honestly like quite risky to entirely rely on always, especially when you have like your back against Falco as well. I do think Ginger is a little bit more aerial side of this than Mango would be, for example. But yeah, that's something to still keep in mind. A lot of Falcos gets mileage of that. Besides running away, I think something that can be very good is to run in with straight aggression. I think that can be very good actually. That's something you could see me do a lot against both Falco and Peach, is to run in with straight aggression instead. Sometimes with dash attack, sometimes with float aerial. I think dash attack is very, very good.
Yeah, he went for the.
He tried it.
Yeah.
Like if you get your dash attack before the aerial, you win for sure. And even against some aerials like Fox's Nair, for example, you also win. But if Falco does laser, it's a very good opener. I'm pretty sure that specific scenario can be seen quite a few times when I played Mango.
Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive edge guard. Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive edge guard. Nair a little too late on the side platform. Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive edge guard. Nair a little too late on the side platform.
Yeah, I mean, he thought he was
nice.
Stage 4 throw 2, and
Dude, I hate this buffering. I mean, to be fair, this happens on the Slippy launcher too. Hello.
Yeah, he went for the mix-up, a really aggressive
Thank you.
edge guard. Nair a little too late on the side platform.
Yeah, I mean, he thought he would be able to land the stage 4 throw 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough scenario. It's always like when you see the recovery option, it's like, oh, what you could have done instead. How do you feel with edge guards and stuff in general, Steve-Bone? Because I mean, yeah, sure. If you knew he was gonna do the side B, you could have been doing like run float Nair after the turning pull and still be fine.
Yeah, I mean, he thought he would be able to land the stage 4 throw 2, and he lets him get away with the side B that time too. And
Yeah, some people have this idea that every time spaces are off stage, they should die, but that's
and you're right. I think that's definitely
not really what's gonna happen, especially not with Peach. That's unfortunate. Being stuck at the ledge sucks.
4B with the nair, and oh man, those down airs.
Yeah, he got caught holding in on the first one, and you're popped right up the ledge. Not much Wizzy SDI to make it to the ledge and possibly tech. Up till here, down air, down air.
Yeah.
Oh, and perfect.
That's rough.
Perfect.
That's rough.
Quit out by Blues Clues. Very
Sometimes I actually didn't mind too much waiting in shield against Falcos, because if you're ready to DI his up throw, he doesn't really get too much from grabs. And if he like chased a roll, or potential roll, then you also get out for free.
very nice.
Yeah, how the first set started out too, where it seemed like Ginger Blue Schools lost that FD.
Alright.
But we'll see.
FD logical choice. Oh yeah. That side B, some people love to spam that side B every time they get a chance. I think it was Sork who did that every time as well.
But here's where it made the difference. Do you remember how Blue Schools lost that FD game?
Nice. I like. Up is fine there.
Do you remember how Blue Schools lost that FD game?
If you have time, up smash also always beats the down air. So that's really good as well. But yeah, it will take more time.
So
it will take more
I
time.
completely agree. People in the chat saying Falco Peach is rough until Peach is able to open. Yeah, so I completely agree. People in the chat saying Falco Peach is rough until Peach is able to open up. I think if we see better DI, oh no, Kenny.
That's good by Ginger.
I think if we see better, people in the chat saying Falco Peach is rough until Peach is able to open up. I think if we see better DI, oh no, Kenny.
That's a big kill, 68%. That's huge.
This set is a splitting image of winners finals, which hopefully bodes well for this. That would mean that we would get a really exciting.
Oh yeah, these type of situations are also really important if you have enough time to get up in the air or not. This is like a little bit similar to than what we talked about earlier. If you have enough time for something or not.
Hopefully bodes well for this. That would mean that we would get a really exciting first set of finals.
Like, honestly, it probably would have been better to stay in shield if you don't have enough time to make it up. Also, I think like in general so far, I mean, I feel like this is a matchup a lot of Peach players play very differently. But I personally like to be more airborne on far-ish distance. Like, I like to float above lasers. And then more if I have a knockdown or if it's very close range, then I'm fine with being more grounded. I think you have done a fairly good job with the grounded part so far. But I think that's something to still keep in mind, because like if you're floating above lasers, like especially on this stage, it's like it's hard for Falco to contest that. It's hard for him to contest it and actually get like something solid out of it. Like his backer won't really lead to anything, for example, and that's very common to like try to stuff Peach out, and then it becomes like who strikes first. What do you tend to get hit by while floating? Because I mean, so far we haven't really seen them. So, because if it's by lasers, then it's you floating too low. And if you get hit by like backer, like if you get hit by a short up backer, for example, then it sounds like like they're reading when you go in. Yeah, laser, I would say it's too low unless they do it from a side plat. If they do short up laser from side plat, I like to try to predict that, fall down from my float, and then strike underneath. So I think that can be decent to deal with lasers on side plat. If they do it from the ground, then you're floating too low. And backer, yeah, it becomes more of like guessing when and if people strike. Like if they strike early with backer, you want to wait and then go in. If they don't strike at all, then you want to go in early.
First set of grands. Man, Ginger is. That would mean that we would get a really exciting first set.
Oh, I actually never really got to use this one, but so I will assume that this spot dodge was intentional, but you can correct me for how that is. But if you spot dodge hella early, you actually can down smash. or even grab before Falco can like act again. But you have to do it super early. So I wouldn't say it's something I would like rely on as a strategy. But if you have like a big read on them going for that, I think it can be fine. But you have to do it hella early. It's easier to do against the down tilt that Falco sometimes fish for as a kill, because then they have more lag.
Ginger is just on top of him. And he's getting
against the down tilt, I'm 100% certain you can. But I'm pretty sure you could do it against, against Shine Grab as well. Against Shine Grab, you can as well. You do it hella early, though. So, it's kind of risky. But, I mean, I think it could be decent. No, you spot dodge. You spot dodge through. So you spot dodge hella early, and then you will be able to down smash prior. But it's way, at the very least, the down tilt, I'm 100% certain. You can sometimes see Falcos that like kind of fish for laser down tilt at high damage, and you can actually spot dodge and then get down smash. I'm pretty sure you even could get grab, since that's only 2 frames slower.
A lot of them are.
But it probably will be the safest to double check. But the down tilt, I'm 99.99% sure, and the grab, like laser grab, for example, or shine grab, if you're hella early, I'm still fairly certain you can. But that one I would recommend to double check, just in case.
I think Blues Clues would need really good SCI to get out of the as well. A lot of them are guaranteed. I think Blues Clues would need really good SCI to get out of the as well.
This is like a little bit of the one we talked about earlier.
I think Blues Clues would need
so instead of you dashing away and this laser being really good against that, you just dash attack in his face, which probably will open up to Falco's run up shield more, which means that you can like float aerial or you straight up grab, which leads back to them doing like lasers or maybe aerials. Ow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, almost getting giant at the top there. Yeah, I mean, this is looking all Ginger favor right now, too. He's pressuring Blues Clues a lot at the top there. Yeah, I mean, this is looking all Ginger favor right now, too. He's pressuring Blues Clues giant at the top there. Yeah, I mean, this is looking all Ginger favor right now, too.
Yeah, you gotta go for grab there. Gotta go for grab there. Since it's FD.
He's pressuring Blues giant at
this dash attack, if he DIs away and tech rolls away, often gives nothing. That's actually so sad with Peach.
Pressuring Blues Clues a lot more, too. And the punishes aren't as hard. You remember how we talked about how Peach has to hit hard? Blues Clues hasn't been able to hit as hard.
Because the thing is, like, a player of Ginger's caliber, if he whiffs an F smash, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt to always be ready to like hold away against Peach. So yeah, in those type of laggy moves from your opponent, if they whiff, yeah, if you can grab, then it's you got to go for the grab. Peach dash attack is amazing, but it gets limited by the fact that she's so slow. But if you put Peach's dash attack in Falcon, holy fuck. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good dash attack on Peach's toolkit as well. But the fact that she's so slow, it limits it a lot. Because often you can hold away and tech roll away, and Peach literally gets nothing. Sometimes you land a dash attack, they even miss tech, then roll away, and you're still too slow to catch them. That is a massive disadvantage. But that's more her speed rather than the dash attack itself. Yeah, it's so tragic when they miss tech and they still escape.
So true, and I think as difficult as this already feels for Blues Clues, he's down stock in half. It's fine, especially because you do have a chain grab. But going down 2-0 and then having to, it's a really tall order. This is so important to try to.
What is wrong with like YouTube today? It never buffers this much. I'm sorry about that, chat, but it's not much I can do about it.
It's a really tall order. This is so important to try to claw back and tie the setup 1-1.
Yeah,
I'm curious. I'm actually not 100% certain on this one. But I think you might be able to double jump land out of shield and get a grab here as well.
This is so important to try to claw back.
Also, that's that like quick side B again that we talked about on the first stock.
So important to try to claw back.
Like some Falcos always love to go for that, and Ginger seems to be one of them. But you were ready. You were ready that time, so that's good.
That's a start you need to. That's definitely a good start you need. But now you have to see how long you can hang on to the stock. 24%. That's good.
Nice. That's the dash attack again. I like those. I like those. Fighting fire with fire.
But now you have to see how long you can hang on to the stock. 24%. That's good. Okay, here's your grab.
You gotta put him to 100 and then nair him off stage, and then call out the up B because you're covering his side B. He's gonna.
Yeah, the thing is also like what's so good with those is that if people are approaching you with like a laser, for example, or approach with an aerial, they will hold in, so their DI on the dash attack will be bad every time. Yeah, that's a dream hack mug.
Kill his up B, and then you literally win.
There's that 100% and you talk.
Kill his up B, and then you literally win.
There's that 100% and you talked about too.
I'm not a fan of that turnip, mainly because he's so close already. He's so close already. So yeah, this turnip I would say is bad. Also, like a lot of spacies, you have probably noticed this, T-Bone, but when a lot of spacies are in this type of range, where they don't have to up B or side B to make it back, statistically, I would say it's very common that they don't use up B or side B if they can avoid it. That doesn't mean they always end up doing it, but it's common enough where I could never really recommend this turnip pull. My main focus most of the time would probably be to cover ledge, either with like downer by ledge or run off float by the ledge nair.
There's that 100% and you talked about too.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, the turnip could have worked out fine, but yeah, I would say if Falcos or Foxes don't have to use up B or side B, I would actually never go for it myself.
And everything too. Wow, what a methodical.
Also, that CC on the down tilt was really good.
Methodical play from Blues Clues. Wow, what a methodical play. What great methodical play from Blues Clues.
Honestly, in this scenario, it's probably nothing you can do, but something I did. Something I noticed, this happened to me quite many times as well against like Luffen, for example. These type of aerials, in itself, they're just bad. They're just bad because they don't get sent anywhere and you're stuck in lag and they can punish. But if you do find yourself in these type of situations, I feel like drifting away from your opponent is actually the worst. I feel like that's what I also did way too much and always got punished. I probably would honestly rather like drift into them because it's so unexpected. But like trying to drift away from them is like, yeah, you always die or get hit. If you die for certain from a strong aerial, then I'll not drift in. I would not drift in.
Great methodical play from Blues Clues.
If you're at low percent and one aerial don't really lead to anything, then sure, you can take it and get pushed towards center. But if you die, yeah, I don't think the aerial in itself should be used. But if you do it, I probably would try to like keep drifting towards them and way past them.
Able to bring us to a very even in stocks right now. And you remember how Ginger looked like he had a commanding lead? Able to bring us to a very even in stocks right now. And you remember how Ginger looked like he had a commanding lead? Able to bring us to a very even in stocks right now. And you remember how Ginger looked like he had a commanding lead? Able to bring us to a very even in
CC Shines can sometimes be annoying from Falco. But yeah, you can often like space outside of it, but it's hard. But good DI at least, so it didn't really lead to much.
Dude, that's this matchup, especially on this stage. Peach needs one opening, and she can take nearly, if not, Falco's entire stock. Falco has to win neutral quite a number of times. His punish game is actually nerfed on this stage.
That was unfortunate.
His pillars a lot more difficult to land. His punish game is actually nerfed on this stage platforms, making his pillars a lot more difficult to land. And yeah, this stage.
Yeah, those down tilts only hit if they actually don't sweet spot. Oh wait, you did go for down smash even.
Platforms making his pillars a lot more difficult to land. And yeah, platforms making his pillars a lot more difficult to land.
Yeah.
His punish game is
Here I
also
would
nerfed
say
on
you
this
got to be
year.
ready
Wow,
for
making his pillars
possible
a lot
nair
more
or down air. I wouldn't say. I mean, of course,
his
it's
punish
easier
game
to
is actually
say
nerfed
when
on this
I
year.
get to see
Wow,
the result.
making his
But when Ginger goes this low, he actually, yeah, he actually can't. Like he doesn't have too many options here. He doesn't have too many options. So when he's this low, yeah, I'll just prepare down air, and if he like up B's instead, then you still have enough time to just go out and hit him. No, what I mean is nair. I would have prepared for nair or down air if he like tries to side B and maybe can make it on stage. Like here, like it's, you know, the height here, that could have been fine. Down air is generally what you want to do, but it's still possible that side B will be high enough where you have to be ready as well with nair. And then if they up B, you can float out and just boom, dead. But yeah, Ginger, yeah, he does fall down. Something you can do as well if you're uncertain. This requires that they have like it can often sometimes it can be hard to go off stage and float here with nair. Sometimes you don't have enough time for it. If you do have enough time for it, then yes, it's a very good option. But in this particular situation, I would say it was very very scary. One thing you can do here as well, if you're not certain if they're gonna side B above or below the ledge, can be that you float very low, you do an early nair and kind of like fall, but that would lose to up B. So that's what you have to look out for if you do that. So generally speaking, I would say being ready in this position with down air or nair, depending on the side B height.
A lot more difficult to land, and yeah, I understand.
You also have a high tendency to roll a lot, Steve-Bone.
You can't cover the side B every time.
Gotta be
but
careful.
Ginger is continuing to do it.
He got caught rolling in again too.
There it is again.
Again. Laser F not good enough.
Sorry.
He's just ready for it. That's brutal. Yeah, I was gonna say one thing too. I lost my train of thought a bit on it, but I mean, I think the roll has been the one big factor.
Like sometimes, like I feel like if your opponent expects you to do a lot of roll-ins, it's kind of like they're waiting-ish by where the roll will end. And I think sometimes surprise them with like attacking instead can be good. You could probably like float nair out of shield sometimes. Double jump land out of shield dash attack.
As well as there it is. I'm train of thought a bit on it, but I mean, I think the roll has been the one big factor.
Oh shit, that was crazy.
I lost my train of thought a bit on it, but I mean, I think the roll has been the one big factor.
Yeah, taking that laser to down smash was actually hella smart. I like that.
You think eventually he's gonna?
Yeah, I think Ginger actually could have taken the ledge, but I really don't think he expected it. So I think it was fine.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's dead. That's dead.
Possibly. Oh, he catches it again. He
keeps joining us or joined us since winners finals. His second wasn't able to win game, in which case it's fine. Again, for a matchup, the stages is this close. The character matchup, Falco Peach, I think is really close. I think the stages can be this close. The character matchup, Falco Peach, I think is really close. I think the stages can be very matchup, Falco Peach, I think is really close.
That's interesting.
I think the stages
that that ended up being quite different than what often ends up happening here. I feel like in this scenario, as this upper hits, a lot of Peaches would try to fall immediately with an aerial, and a lot of Falcos would immediately try to get an up tilt. But you actually retreat with your aerial and end up losing for it. Nice. No. No. Yeah, you did the same thing here with your jump again. That happened in the first game. But this time it actually ended up costing you. But the thing is, like, even so, yeah, you could still have been fine. Yeah, but yeah, that highlights exactly why the first game, when we went over this, white can be bad, even though it didn't end up that time.
Very, very big. Falco's gonna get really low percentage. 6 in a row. Can be very, very big. Falco's gonna get really low percentage. 6 in a row.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, there was no need to double jump, but I'm kind of like I'm not sure for you, but like for viewers in general, I'm happy it happened because now people can see what the potential cost can be if that happens. But even so, if you do catch yourself in this scenario of using your double jump here, you don't really have any reason to not follow Falco here sometimes. I mean, it depends, but like you can follow Falco here, especially when Randall is around, but yeah, maybe like I'm not sure how much track you keep of Randall, but that could have been an option here.
6 in a row.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. You also could like try to go out and do a fair, because Falco couldn't go straight here. But yeah.
But seriously, Ginger, it's almost a bit stubborn at this
point.
Oh
no.
But seriously, Ginger, it's almost. Oh, he doesn't cover Randall. But seriously, Ginger, it's.
I'm not quite sure what you're trying to do here.
Seriously, Ginger, 6 in a row. Oh, he doesn't cover Randall. But seriously, Ginger, it's almost a bit stubborn at this point. This could be Shine. Okay, good DI. Seriously, Ginger, it's almost a bit stubborn.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have enough time to set up for the downer by the ledge, it's often better to like bait out a potential. I see, missed Nair. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, that actually could have worked if you actually got the Nair.
It's almost a bit stubborn at this point.
That's very unfortunate.
Okay, good DI. Not enough. Lose. Tries to find the ledge, goes for the fair.
Yeah, I was just gonna say in chat too, I see Stude in chat too, so Texas homie's definitely present right now.
Yeah, he was popping up. Dude, Stude,
yeah, those side Bs every time from Ginger. Yeah, I had a feeling like he used to do that as well.
We're definitely pogging right now, dude.
Yeah, indeed. Even right now on the stocks right now, this is anyone's set really. Super even, but dude, down smash the. Now, this is anyone's set really. Super even,
yeah, that was good backer scenario there for sure.
Yeah, get hit by it as spacey. Yeah, dude, down smash the great equalizer. Yeah, get hit by it as spacey.
Yeah. But I mean, this was a hard one. This was a hard one to deal with, especially because the top platform is available. But yeah, this is like the common like not use my up B or side B. So what I would have done here, it's hard to say exactly, but sometimes I like to cover this area by dash attack. I did that with Fox too, like dash attack, which set up for Armada Shine. And with Peach, you can also set up with dash attack here. But it's not like you always can do that because they actually can't side B to top plat. If the top platform is Yoshi's, where you can reach with one jump and aerial, then I would probably kind of like split it up between covering top plat and cover falling to ledge. If it's like something like Battlefield, then I would disregard top platform more often because I can't get there as quickly. You could double jump, land on side plat, and then go up on Battlefield, but if they edge cancel, it's no way in hell you will reach. So if it's like Battlefield, for example, higher focus on ledge. If it's Yoshi's, more of a mix-up. But I promise, this type of recovery is very common. Has been for years, will be for many more years. It's just a strong, like, it's a good mix-up. If you don't have to use your up B or side B, it's nice to, like, avoid it often. But yeah, I think it's the combo video. This will be with Fox, but I think the combo video was called New Main. and it was with my Fox. In somewhere in that combo video, you will see specifically those type of dash attacks to cover people falling down like that. I mean, it's a different character, but maybe it can help in some way to check those out anyway. So because it is very common, very common.
Definitely right on the stubbornness. It's like eventually if you're ginger, you have to realize that. You're definitely right on the stubbornness. It's like eventually if you're ginger, you have to realize that.
That was another time where it's like you have no way of getting like a punish by running here.
You're definitely right on the stubbornness. It's like eventually if you're ginger, you have to.
Yeah, as soon as you get this backer, you honestly should just try to like, you know, keep stage control. There's nothing you could have done to actually get a punish there.
Ooh, nice.
And I was gonna say you might pay your stock for it. No.
Ooh, nice down smash there. Yeah. Oh, that was a little ambitious.
Okay, so what I would do here, in this scenario, because you don't really have enough time to turn around here. A lot of people would probably be afraid of like a tech. Yeah, honestly, what I would have done in this scenario, this probably like this requires a little bit your opponent to mess up. But I probably actually would do my backer and time it late, so if they go above the ledge, that they don't get the tech. That's probably what I would have done, actually. If I believe that they are going in the direction of the ledge. I mean, they could technically go straight up, but...
That was a...
Yes, I think it's underrated to delay your aerial, so people like mess up their techs or can't even tech. No. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing crazy stuff on Randall right now.
It looks like he's just having a good time. This looks like a unranked friendlies session right now. And
a little bit too, and then
this looks like a...
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing crazy stuff on Randall right now.
It looks like he's just having a good time.
Oh, that's good. It looked like you angled your shield a little bit too.
It looks like he's just having a good time. This looks like a unranked friendlies session
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, you do get the grab regardless, but down smash could work with the spot dodge, but yeah, that'll be more those type of percentage where it would be possibly worth it.
Are you in this?
Oh.
Let's get a tri-cast going. Like, we want some representation. Let us know what's up with your boy.
Damn, these are some tight games.
Texas on the mic here, that ought to be interesting.
Oof.
But right now, oh man, get Texas on the mic here, that ought to be interesting. But right now, Ginger trying to increase it a little bit too. This is a pretty good stream right now. Shine off the top, great DI again.
Yeah, your DI's been on point not to die if the shine's at the top. That's so important in this stage.
Such a pivotal moment of the tournament, man.
As you can tell, the pace is slowed down a little bit too, and that's a big fan force smash.
Honestly, sometimes like Peach is very bad at the ledge, but sometimes I think you should still take your time. Because if you always like act early, it's so much easier for your opponent to actually get a kill from you being at the ledge. Because if they know that you will always try to get out of there as quickly as possible, even if you mix up between the options you do have, it's still so much easier to get the kill. And on this stage in particular, I would say having Randall is also like so big. Like Randall is coming out. As you're dying, he's coming out like 2 seconds later. Yeah, it's coming out there. So I legit counterpicked this stage against Muta King for Randall alone. Because I knew he hated Randall. Oh no, okay. It still worked out fine, but you could have punished immediately. Yeah, you had enough time there, but yeah. It was probably hard to tell.
Yeah, crosses him up too. Well done with the cross up too. A big fat gets hit. Yeah, crosses him up too. Well done with the cross up too. A big fat opening. 104. Oh my gosh, well done with the cross up too.
I mean, that was actually like good play by Ginger. I can't say that was I can't say that was a bad turnip. That would have worked against many Falcos. I think that was a solid play, but it did not end up working this particular time.
Oh my gosh, the downer beats the turret too. That's huge. Or throw.
Is it a side B?
No, you gotta go earlier there. If you're gonna do the setup with the early, like the turnip up, you gotta go earlier.
It is.
I mean, it almost worked still, but if you're gonna do this, like the fact that you dash back again and then go for it, that's what costed this situation. Here, you should start going for it. But the fact that you move backwards and then go back out,
Is it a side B?
yeah,
is.
it ended up costing it.
Or throw.
Is it a side B? It is.
Huge. Or throw.
The thing is also, like, sometimes it can be worth it to short hop as well. If you're not certain if you have enough time to do a full hop turnip throw, sometimes doing the short hop turnip throw and do the same ending movement can also be fine. So instead of doing full hop here, you actually could do short hop and then cover with an air too. Even with that like little weird dash dancing movement, I actually think short hop turnip throw into covered ledge with float and air actually still would have worked, because it would have been less of a travel distance.
Honestly, dude, if I'm Blues, I cover side B every single edge guard.
No. Okay, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad because I've seen this one 3 times. It's so weird because you have done so many things good. So I don't know. This is such a random and weird like habit.
I think it's that work. He finally got beat. I think it's the difference. He finally got beat.
Yeah, it's like the first time in like actually like 10 or so.
It's fine. You will get rid of it. You'll get rid of it.
Yeah, it's like the first time in like actually like 10 or so is that he chooses to up B or side B. He like it's like.
Alright, let's go back. Let's see what happened here. Oh, up tilt.
That he chooses to up B or side B. He like air dodged.
Nice. I like the grab. Oh no.
Or side B. He like air dodged.
Oh, Ginger reached a little bit too.
Just to up B or side B.
Yeah, in these type of scenarios, like I don't know, like it can be hard here, but sometimes like easy execute option is like the dash attack. People often hold in because they're afraid of dying, so you get like the weak part of dash attack that kind of like bumps them up a little bit, and that can also lead to aerial. That can be fine to do sometimes.
This game's starting to slip a little bit away from Blue's Clues right now.
Ooh, nice up smash. That almost killed him.
I think the main trend we've seen too is that Ginger is catching Blue's Clues roll-ins.
Never pulled his turnip. Never pulled his turnip. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It gives you nothing if they die, and if they arms attack, then like if they fly all the way across the stage on like a big stage, then sure, you can't punish anyway. But a lot of people would have arms attacked or tried to arms attack this Nair. Ginger might have tried. But yeah, if they do get an arms attack here, pulling this turnip means that they survive. You should use cover arms attack preemptively. You should just float over there, and if you notice that, oh, they didn't attack, well, then you can pull a turnip. But it's like unnecessary to let them possibly live.
And then now Blues Clues is catching Ginger's side.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Yeah, just play the ledge. Just force Ginger to take a risk. Wait a minute. Yeah,
I think he could have up-beat
force Ginger to take a risk
when he was standing on the platform.
Blues Clues roll-ins, and then now Blues Clues is catching Ginger's side.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, forward throw is many times solid in those situations too, Steebone.
Near the ledge. That's how you win this.
Nice.
Yeah, very uncomfortable with it too.
Yes.
No!
Oh,
Ah, fuck, you had it.
This
time. No.
Gets the lead. Back again.
Oh,
that's such a shame.
No. Can you give Stu the
yeah, like, interesting set so far though.
The big difference from winners finals. We're not going to Yoshi's again. We do go to probably.
Don't take it the wrong way, chat. I really like Ginger as well. But today, we're helping Steebone. Or Blues Clues.
I was gonna say for a game 5. Go to probably Pokemon, I imagine.
No, we go to Fountain.
I was gonna say for a game 5. Should Blues Clues win this?
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say for a game 5. Should Blues Clues win this?
Oh, okay. Probably so.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that could have been like an easy grab.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Do you think that was a misclicked nair, or what did you try to go for here, Steve-Bone? Because, like, it obviously was not fair that you wanted to do. Vento up air. I mean, I think that would have been fine as well. Yeah, it would have been fine. What should the follow-up have been at the end of the last game? Wait, you can go back and check. I don't remember specifically. I mean, I do remember that he messed up when he had, like, I think it was like a dash or something he messed up. Oh my god, YouTube is so annoying today. Yo, Healy's Tesla, I think for 7 months.
Yeah, just play the ledge. Just force Ginger to take a risk near the ledge. That's how you win this. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think it's quite a few things you could do. I mean, honestly, what I would have done is probably either dash attack or try to tech chase and get like a grab. I think both of them could have worked out fine. I mean, large portions of Europe has significantly superior internet. I think Sweden is like top 5 somewhere. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's like South Korea is like by far first, but I think Sweden is like has been ranked somewhere between like 2nd and 7th for a long time. But it might be different now. Nah, another down smash here would have been weird. I also don't like to rely too much on down smashes for punishes because it's like inconsistent how they will be sent. Sometimes they eat one more hit than expected. I think dash attack, tech chase grab, or maybe shield drop up air. That's like one of the 3 things I personally would have done. I think all of them could have worked fine. Yeah, like up air, like you will be behind Falco as well. Possibly he will be like popped up in a good spot. So yeah, shield drop up air is probably the best in this particular scenario.
Okay, but again, like this is the big difference from winners finals. We're not going to Yoshi's again. We do go to probably Pokemon, I imagine.
No, we go to Fountain.
I was gonna say for a game 5, should Blues Clues win this?
Oh, okay. Probably so. With it off the.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, okay.
That's something like I feel like you have always seen too much in Smash, and probably always will see too much, or maybe not always, but those type of scenarios where it's like, will the opponent land first, or will my aerial hit first? Like, those happens way too often, but it's so fucking important to always know what will happen first. Will they land, or will my move hit? That's so important. It's so many opportunities to continue a combo or even kill your opponent that gets destroyed by being literally a frame off. My train of thought on this would be, if you're not certain, you would rather wait.
Oh, okay.
Because then at the very least you get to tech chase. I mean, the best thing is if you're absolutely sure as often as possible, but That obviously won't always be the case.
That's what I'd imagine.
Oh,
This is a
really
really
nice
good start
regrab.
round. Down to with it off the table too. That's what I'd imagine.
Oh,
This is a
really
really
nice
good
regrab.
start round with it off the table too. That's what I'd imagine.
Oh,
This is a
really
really
nice
good
regrab.
start.
I'm not the biggest fan
with
of
it off
this
the table, too,
grab,
that's what I'd imagine.
honestly.
Oh,
This is a
really nice
good
regrab.
start round.
I mean, I guess it was okay, but I think the best thing you actually might have been able to do,
Probably still with it off the table too. That's what I'd imagine.
like, it was a bit harder
Probably
because like the
still
backer
with
sent
it-
you quite a bit
with
away.
it off the-
But I think you would have been able to float up air and even like float a little bit into Falco.
I'd imagine.
Oh,
This is a-
really?
with it off the
Especially if your
with it off the
DI on
table,
the
too,
backer
that's
was
what I'd
even
imagine.
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
really nice.
Really good
I mean, I
start
think
round.
this was
Down
fine
tilt
though.
grab.
This was
Wow.
fine.
And a down smash too. And he's just
Unfortunate
going out
on the
there
read
now,
though.
and
He's positioned.
can't back- And a down smash too.
Really nice.
Really good
regrab.
start round. Down tilt and grab. Wow. And a down smash too. And he's just going out there now and
He's positioned
can't
to
back
cover
there.
the side B. Oh, he barely doesn't cover it there. But I think he should keep doing this.
I
Cover the side B. Oh, he barely doesn't cover it there. But I think he should keep doing this.
I think he hesitated. I think that's the thing. I think he hesitated too. He
Oh,
thought he run-
that was
he
good
might
side B
be
height from
But
Ginger
either way,
actually.
cleans up the stock too. Great start for Blue's Clues right now. Ginger chilling on the top platform a little bit too, waiting for Blue's Clues to reach. Gets the shot.
That always
Ginger chilling on
hurts
the
so
top platform
much.
A little bit too, waiting for Blue's Clues to reach. Gets the shine off the top. He finally got.
Yeah, that's very
a little bit
unfortunate.
too.
I mean, it's easy to say
Chilling on
afterwards
the
that
top platform a little
if the
bit too,
DI was
waiting for
left
Blue's Clues to reach.
initially, this would not have happened.
Ginger chilling on the
But
top platform a little bit too, waiting
it's
for Blue's
very,
Clues to
very
reach.
tight
Shine off the
window
top.
where double shine
He
actually
finally
might
got it.
work
He
on
finally got it.
FOB.
That's the first shot at the top I think we see in this set.
Yeah, that's pretty tough to hit.
Yeah, old big 40 right now. Old Shine Shield comes out. Yeah, old big 40 right now. Old Shine Shield comes out.
Yeah, that's pretty tough to hit.
Yeah, old big 40 right now. Old Shine Shield comes out.
Covers the roll in.
Up throw. Nice. Oh, up airs and into a push off. Interesting.
In.
Up throw. Nice. Oh, up airs and into a push off. Interesting.
Oh, okay. I like
Up airs
those.
and into a push
Yeah,
off.
those
Interesting.
jabs were interesting.
Tight dash dance into a push off. Interesting.
I mean, probably.
Tight dash dances coming out from Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
Oh,
before.
Ginger
That's
and
quick.
post-grab,
That's
I
pretty
think
good
we've seen in a
actually.
while coming out from Ginger.
Nice.
Covers the 4B.
Unfortunate
Attack.
spacing there.
This is-
Slightly,
this is
slightly
super
lower.
tight. You
He
can
would have
tell
been
the
fine.
intensity of the match.
In this type of scenario as well, I think that the slower turnip is a bit underrated in these type of situations. Because if you do a faster throw, the turnip disappears from the danger zone quicker. But if you do like a regular throw, it will travel slower. So it will be in this spot later / longer. That can often be like, it's a very, very small difference. But that small difference can sometimes be the difference between the spacey getting hit and the spacey not getting hit. Where the quicker like smash throw, yeah, it will be out of that range sooner.
Throw. There's a favorable trade too, and this could be a stock. It is a stock for Blue's Clues, and he's got a baby lead right now. Zets, what do you think? What do you think he needs to do to adjust if you're Ginger right now? Because still getting
Nice.
caught and
Yeah,
opened
you're
up.
getting a lot of
Full
mileage from these
disclosure, I'm like
approaching lasers.
Ginger right
I
now
love to
because
see it.
still
I
getting
love to
caught
see
and
it.
opened up.
full disclosure, I'm like trying to coordinate.
Ginger right now because still getting caught and opened up.
Full disclosure, I'm like trying to coordinate behind the scenes to get Dude on the mic because I think that'd be super.
Yeah, sadly no
Full
mileage
disclosure,
from
I'm like-
these down throws
Ginger right
so
now
far
because
though.
still getting caught and opened up.
Full disclosure, I'm like trying to coordinate behind the scenes to get Dude on the mic. 'cause I
Yeah, I mean, I guess the up throw down smash scenarios as well is like, I guess a lot of people are good at getting out of that. And you don't have the port for it anyway, but
So I haven't
yeah, down throw close to the ledge is good if they can't grab the ledge in the process.
seen the past like game. But he is now on the mic with us. Tricast time, dude. What is up?
Gentlemen, I'm here.
Nice.
He is now
Yeah, it's
on
been
the
quite a
mic
few
with us.
times where
Tricast
Ginger
time,
has
dude.
been
What is
holding
up?
shield, so I like to see this just run of grab.
Dude, Talker's on the mic with us. Tricast time, dude. What is up?
Gentlemen, I'm here to talk that shit.
Dude, talk your shit, bro.
Ah.
I'm giving you some time on the mic. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
misclick, I will imagine.
I'm a Texas lad. I'm here for the Dirty South. The boys are popping off right now in the chat. And Steve-O's
Oh
popping off
no,
the
that
screen
turnip
right
was
now.
so
He's
good,
doing real
but
solid. He's down 2-1.
unfortunate.
And Texas lad, I'm here for the Dirty South. The boys are popping off right now in the chat. And
Yeah.
Steve-O's lad, I'm here for the Dirty
If you
South.
threw it a
The
little bit
boys are
closer to
popping
the
off right
wall,
now in the
this
chat.
probably would have worked
And
out.
Steve-O's popping off on the screen right
That's
now, man.
unfortunate.
He's doing real solid. He's down 2-1, but he's got this, I think, in the bag. He can pull this off.
Dude,
As
he
long as
beat
you just
H
keep that
God.
composure.
Like he could do this. He's up a stock. We're going, we're going to
Cloud, thanks so much for
Oh,
raid,
we got it,
buddy.
bro. It was game 5 in winner's side. We
Hell
gotta take it
yeah.
to game 5 here, losers. Maybe get that reset. I'm all
Oh,
in.
that's smart by
Game 5
Ginger.
in winner's side.
He plays
We
around
gotta take it to game
the
5 here,
grab,
losers. Maybe
going
get that
behind.
reset. I'm all here for it.
Dude, we all want to reset.
You get that reset. I'm all here for it. We
Hell
gotta take it
yeah.
to game 5 here, losers. Maybe get that reset. I'm all here for it.
Yeah, that was that was smart by Ginger. That was smart by Ginger. Honestly, in those type of scenarios, rolling away. I mean, this platform is very, very small, but that's
We
probably
all
still the
wanna
best you can do
Maybe
on
get that
average.
reset. I'm all here for it.
Dude, we all want to reset. Everybody in their heart wants to reset.
Ah,
Dude,
yeah. Your ground attack traces seems to actually be
all
your
wanna
weakest
reset.
part
Everybody
of
in
your
their heart wants to
punishes. I don't know. It's just one
Dude, we
set,
all
so
wanna reset.
I guess it's
Everybody in
not
their heart wants
large enough of a sample size. But it's like so many times you have had him like knocked down where you either react or guess incorrectly. So that seems to be your biggest thing in terms of punishes to be worked on. Yeah, it will be, Cobb. It might be taking a few days because my editor's computer had some issues. But
This
it
is
will
the
be. It will
Cinderella
be.
Run, bro. The story.
Oh,
Everybody in
there are the
their heart
jabs
wants to
again.
reset right now.
He's
This is like the
scouting that low.
Cinderella Run, bro. The story.
Dude, so Steven is
This is like the
scouting that low.
Cinderella Run, bro. The story.
Dude, so Steven is Blue's Clues. For those
Oh.
right on the-
Run, bro. The story.
Yeah, those uppers are fine.
Steven-
Those uppers are
Steven is
fine.
up.
It's just like they're hard to time, but I actually like these uppers because if you trade, it's like very favorable.
Blue's Clues for those.
It's
right
just
on the
yeah,
know.
that timing didn't work
Um,
out. It's a very hard
but
timing though.
One, he's
No.
probably like the best PO. But one, he's probably Blue's Clues for those
Right.
not in the know. But one, he's probably like the best
He didn't
peach
either.
against.
Yeah, I mean often you have to read as Peach due to the speed. But I mean it's like a little bit of like, you know, knowing when you have enough time or not. It's very important to recognize when you have enough time to react versus when you don't have enough time to react but you can read, and then also very important to recognize when you can't even read but you just have to like keep advantage with your position. I mean, I would say the best thing is try to keep attention and pay attention to it in practice. And over time, it should get better. Because it does look sometimes like when you can react that you still guess.
But one, he's probably like
Right.
not in the know.
Yeah, I would personally, I'm not sure if this is a
But
misclick as well,
one-
but like I would never do fair in this situation. Partly it's like very slow,
He's
but like
probably, like,
Neris is so much more active.
But one,
Like Nair, even if you get the weak hit would still be fine here.
he's probably
Weak hit would still be
for those
fine.
not in the know.
And as soon as Ginger does
But
this angle, he can't get past you. He can't get past you unless you float very far out. So Nair would have been better. And the thing is, the weak Nair, if you time it early, it will cover fast fall to ledge and non-fast fall. So doing an early Nair can often cover all timings. Where fair, you have to actually predict the timing. So I would say early Nair, way better. Like, if you do the nair... oh
He's
my god,
probably,
YouTube.
for those
Right.
I don't know. But
If you start doing nair here, it's nothing he can do. Nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. Unless you overdrift, there's actually nothing he can do. If he fast falls, he will get hit by nair. If he don't fast fall, he will get hit by nair. And then he's going to be here, around here, when he gets hit by the nair. Weak 1, you can use fall, do another nair. Boom, game over.
he's probably like the best peach against Spaceys in Texas, but for the longest time.
Good DI on the fair.
That was kind of nice. It was kind of
No, don't go up
But he has
immediately
for the
every
longest
time.
just, like, had
Don't
some
go up
mentality
immediately every
issues,
time.
Right? Just doesn't know how to stop beating himself up.
Yeah,
in the game.
that's
But
fine.
Look at that. Look at the cleanness,
good.
my guy.
Let's go.
Put
Game
some
5?
respect on his name, please.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, here we go. We got what we wanted. We got a game 5. So, I mean, Steven has his chance right now to really break through.
Dude, talk to me, man. Like, what do you think has helped him push past those mentality issues? Like, how are we doing this?
Dude, honestly, I don't know what it is. It could be anything.
He's like, how are we doing this?
Dude, honestly, I don't know what it is. It could be anything from like he's having a
Yeah, those type of situations are honestly so annoying.
Those mentality issues. Like, how are we?
And then you have slide offs on top of that as well. I think one mix-up here that can be good sometimes, but it will be important to keep the shine in mind. But if you have Spaceys behind you, shield, down smash actually pokes Spaceys shields behind significantly better than in front.
I don't know what.
Because more of their body is exposed on the back. So Falco shield, like, there, like, he's already like a bit exposed at the back. So I mean, I think that can be a decent mix-up, double jump land, up down smash, only if you do it behind. Doing it to grab is also fine, but I mean, it's scary because of the tech in place shine, of course. But that could mean that spacing outside of the shine and then do down smash or grab can also be fine. Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
I don't know what it is. It could be anything from like he's having a good day, he smoked a lot of weed. Like I don't know what it is. It could be anything from like he's having a good day, he smoked a lot of weed. Like I don't know what it is. It could be anything from like he's having a good day, he smoked a lot of weed. Like I don't know what it is. It could be anything from like he's having a good day.
Yeah, it's a pretty classic fault. Early aerial,
I don't know what it is. It could
and
be
then
anything
getting
from,
beaten
like,
by
he's
up
having a good
tilt.
day. Dude,
Or a
honestly,
backer, I mean.
I don't know what it is. It could be anything from like he's having.
I think in those type of scenarios, like,
Dude, honestly,
when Falco does
I don't
down
know what
air
it is.
and
It
you
could be
don't have that
anything
much damage like here, and he doesn't have a true
from, like,
combo, I actually kind of like to float above potential up tilt or backer and then go down. I think that can be very, very good. Like, a lot of Peaches default to always falling down after downers, even at 20, but you can like float. And if they do an immediate up tilt, especially if they do an immediate up tilt, you can actually punish. So,
like he's having
also
a good
mix up
day,
to keep in
he smoked
mind,
a
I would
lot of
say.
weed. Like I don't know what's happening right now, man. But this guy's on one today. His edge guards have been clean. His punish game's immaculate. And look at that drift,
No.
bro. Delicious. He's just looking good, man. And
10 out of 10 drift.
sometimes you just need a damn good day.
That was good by Ginger's part. He drifted out to cover.
Oh, you're good. Eventually, you deserve to just have a good day. Things go your way. You win sometimes.
Get that one big dub. You know, he's down a stock right now. Ginger keeping good control of this. You know, I feel like it's easy to talk about the Cinderella run, man. But
Yeah,
Ginger,
yeah. Ginger does this like,
you know,
honestly, this is very common for Falcos. Period. Ginger has done its shield drop
I feel like it's easy to talk
from
about
shield drop sometimes, but also these type of like falling down lasers. Like, other characters will throw out aerials, then you punish their landing with dash attack or float aerial, grab, whatever. But against Falco, like, it just doesn't work.
Control this. You know,
It doesn't work
I feel
to
like
like
it's easy
punish
to talk
these
about the
type.
Cinderella run, man. But Ginger holding.
I would say either like an early dash
I feel like
attack
it's easy to talk
to
about the
like interfere early on, or sometimes you can even float above the laser and fall down with aerial.
Cinderella run, man. But
I would say
Ginger
one of the two is
holding it
fine.
down here, you know, kind of the man to beat, man of the hour.
Nice.
That's a story in all its own. But right you know, kind of the man to beat, man of the hour. That's a story in all its own. But right now,
true. Oh, great drift away. He's been hit by that laser.
Oh, that was tight. That was.
Oh, great drift away. He's been hit by that laser.
Oh, that was tight. That was really.
Yeah, it's been like a lot of air
might be
dodges
coming in, boys.
onto the stage too. I mean, there is like that's one of the few options you do have,
Cinderella
but
slipper on the staircase.
I feel like you've been
Dude, it's
overdoing
glass.
them for
I
sure.
shattered, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this game 5 is
Dude,
looking
the
rough so
clock-
far.
Is the clock striking midnight right now? You think, dude?
Dude, this peach might be looking like a pumpkin, but I'm still pulling for my boy.
Hey, gotta
Yeah,
have faith,
dude.
man.
The magic isn't completely gone, is it?
No. There's some residuals hanging out. He can pull this off.
Up, bro.
Oh no!
Oh,
I mean that was solid DI to make it tricky if he was gonna land on the platform or not, but gotta be on top of that.
Residuals hanging out. He can pull this off.
Up, bro. Oh,
okay.
that's an unfortunate drop.
Yeah, you can't drop those. You gotta hit those. Okay, good nair. He's got.
Mm.
You can't drop those. You gotta hit those.
Yeah.
Okay, good nair. He's gotta get to the ledge or cover side. You gotta hit those.
I don't think these type of nairs are too good. Partly because like, even if he doesn't like, honestly, Ginger can arms attack and you get nothing here. I mean, like, I know when Leffen or Ice, when they did up smash on my shield, for example, with Fox, they always arms attacked and you get nothing. So I think like getting wave dash down smash could be better, for example, because then you will most likely send him out. Or sometimes you can even overshoot your nair, get past Falco, and send him outwards. And even if he arms attacks, you're gonna be close enough to send him out again.
Okay, good nair. He's gotta get to the
Yeah,
ledge or cover side.
Ginger
Nice,
honestly
nice.
should have survived that.
I think he's gotten Ginger sufficiently scared of trying to go for ledge straight away, so being able to take a little time, get that nice nair on the Firebird.
Ooh, I love Ginger's movement. There's so much like empty movement to just threaten so much.
Yeah,
shit.
they air dodge again.
You just give them enough space to hang themselves.
Rough.
Falco can take that as far as it can go. Last stock here, the tournament for Blue's Clues after an amazing run.
An amazing run.
Just stellar run, but you know, it's not midnight yet, man.
No, you had the opening.
Still has time.
It's 21
Nice.
times this time, man. He's still
Yeah,
on a
take the
second.
ledge. I was gonna say.
It doesn't even look that bad.
It's not
It doesn't
midnight.
even look
It's
that
not
bad,
midnight.
though.
It's not midnight, dude. You're
It's
right.
almost
It
like
isn't.
time is reversing.
Yeah, that was a bad float. You gotta get out of there immediately. This float height, this is asking for a problem. Like, yeah, one laser and yeah,
It's almost like time is
Falco is in.
reversing. It's
never ever have that float height. And if you ever do have that float height, get out of there as quickly as possible.
It's almost like now it's like 10:30.
Okay. Went
We
back
need
from that.
fallback.
Is reversing. It's
Oh
almost
my
like now it's like 10:30.
Okay. Went back
We need
from that.
fallback.
Yeah.
It's reversing. It's almost like now it's
Yeah,
like 10:30.
players like
Okay.
this is something Leffen liked to do it a lot as well, but more so with platforms, Ginger as well. It's kind of like making it look like you're gonna go down, make Peach whiff, and then jump away, and then punish. Because if you do jump in, Peach, like, the only way to punish is to throw out the move. But if you throw out the move and they don't commit, then it's hard. So it's important to not get too angsty and like,
Oh man. But it's like,
Like,
what do you
throw
get
them
as your
out
initial-
too
you're
often.
at 0% here. Oh.
Does it kill? Okay.
That's rough.
That laser
No.
stopped him.
He
Oh,
up B's.
Oh, Ginger.
Look it down. Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah,
good
that's
CC.
He calls out the
No,
rule,
you
but
had to
doesn't
read.
execute it.
Ah,
He doesn't
that
get
sucks.
the-
I mean, besides that game 5, it was a very solid set. I mean, I guess it was not as much we went over this like last match, but I feel like we went over a lot of important things. I hope you found this helpful, Steebone. I hope everyone else in chat found it helpful as well. Yeah, it's a fun set to watch. It's a fun set to watch.